Light showers in the forecast tonight, but they've decided to play this one with the roof open. We start the road trip with the first of 4 between the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on the show is next.
2021 Milwaukee Brewers.
Josh Lindblom will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Luis Camposano stands in as he looks at a called strike. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
In now, Gosuke Katoh. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The 0-1 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Just hung in there on that one. Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Vogelback trying to get there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact. And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average coming in at 266, 7 homers, and 15 RBIs. Fouled away. Just getting underway here in Milwaukee. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Pitch popped up. Vogelback in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, look at Wong. The throw to first. He's out. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Ryan Weathers will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now. Look for them to be on the attack in the early innings.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But this is foul for the first strike. One out, nobody on. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. Around first, he's digging for second. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Wong takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And a relay to the plate. And he will score on the inside the park home run. And that was a gift right there.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
And here's Christian Yelich now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He'll start this one at 274, 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. Now the 1-0. This pitch is popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into second.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Daniel Vogelback's next, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Vogelback behind, ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2, and he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. Yelich leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Avisail.
So now to the plate, Avisail Garcia. And Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. 2nd inning straight ahead here at American Family Field. It's the Brewers 1 and the Padres nothing. 2nd inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Manny Machado stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 264 is average entering play, 8 home runs and 17 RBIs. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Lindblom has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and two now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Padres down in order. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and up next is the catcher Manny Pena.
The catcher.
And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a 3rd one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
Next to hit is Tim Lopes. Runner at first to start the inning, and Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? 1st and 3rd, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from 3rd. And that'll plate their 2nd run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
First pitch on the way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the center fielder.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set and the pitch.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. 2 out here and a runner at second. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Called strike 2. And a full count to Kane. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And no offer there from Kane, and he's aboard. It's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
First offering on its way. Colton Wong is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's set. Here it comes.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. In the air now out to left field. Yelich on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. And now in the box, Jorge Ona. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jorge Ona goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Pitcher number 40, Ryan Weathers.
Stepping in now, Ryan Weathers. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Yelich is after it. That gets down, and the Pod's first hit in this one is good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Campusano.
Next up is Luis Campusano. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
He's got it. The throw short hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard.
Now batting, second baseman,
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Into the box now, Gosuke Kato, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2-0 count. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Keane is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Padres leave a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Christian Yelich.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
First pitch of the AB now. Right side, defense aligned perfectly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
now batting, number 20.
And stepping in, Daniel Vogelback. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here's Avisail Garcia as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
At the plate now, Manny Pena, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Into the box, Tim Lopes, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He singled in his first AB. Back up the middle, a dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Number 2, shortstop.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down, and they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
The batter, number 29.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. At the plate, Josh Lindblom, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Brewers lead this one 4-0. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
From the stretch, here's the pitch, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. It looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Manny Machado started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
On the move is Garcia, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make them fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Fernando Tatis Jr. will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Tatis has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Now a long throw home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this is foul. The 1-1 home, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Tatis, base runner at first with one out. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball four.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, as he'll take a look at ball one.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
One run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
To second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate now is Jorge Ona, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. One strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. That strike two.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Colton Wong is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he lays off for ball 1. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. One and two. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. Ona will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The left fielder, number 22.
In is Christian Yelich, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's
and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Austin Adams answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Daniel Vogelback as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. 4 runs, 11 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The count now at 2-2. Goes the other way as this is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Yelich, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Two and two.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Brewers 5 and the Padres 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Freddie Peralta, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. Jose Azocar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch on its way. Now that's popped up, and this is going to be a foul ball. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs, 18 driven in. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Fastball well outside. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
さっきゴルフもやってたみたいですけ
To the
ど。
plate now, Luis Camposano, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to
ま
this
あ、ブ
point.
ルワーズもなかなか強いですな。
1-1 to San Diego's
あい
leadoff
つはゴ
batter.
ルフや。
This pitcher's bringing it with some high
フ
velo.
グリゴ
You
ル
better get that front foot
フ
down
グゴ
early
ルです
and
か。
get ready or he's going to throw it
今
right
で
by
も
you.
メジャーやってますね。ゴルフ終わってからメジャーやって
The
るみたいです
1-1
よ。
home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Go to that
今
well
スイ
one
ッ
more
チ
time.
で
He's been late
映
on the
像だ
first
け見
two.
てますけど、
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the
ホ
dirt
ール
that
イン
time,
フ
and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as
ス
he
マ
works
ホ
the
とか
count back
他のは
full.
ね、コメントできるんですけど、スイッチとか
Line to
PS4 とかっ
short,
て
but
コメントで
gobbled
きな
up
いですね。
there, and
なん
there
か
are two away.
Now batting,
見るだけっていう感じですね。
Yosuke Kato.
So now here is Gosuke Kato. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him as he looks
Wow.
at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5.
いやーでもまさかアランさんも FF の製品版をいきなり買うとはね、びっくりしましたね。ほんまにやりたくてしょうがないんでしょうね。
Here's the pitch.
なかなかいきなり製品版
Boy,
は、
that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off a hard breaking
あ
ball at
ー
the
見る
back
だけ
foot.
でしょあれ
Tough
ね。
take on
コ
a
メント
terrific
がなんか
pitch.
できへんっていう。なんかみんなそういう仕様なんですかね。縛りが激しいからか。結構でもパソコンも買いの。結構ま
Not a
あ、
time to fool around right now
稼
on
い
a
ではり
3-2
ます
count
よ
with
ね
the。middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
まあ、プレステ5も欲しい言ってましたからね。転職禁止の。
Now batting, left fielder.
まあ、その分しんどいけど、待遇はまあまあええんちゃうんすかね。まあ、土曜日しか休みがないっていうね。金はね、あるけど、すべて会社の許可いるから。あっちゃ。土曜日だけっていうのも、これがまたしんどいですよね。だって金曜日明けて、土曜日の朝帰って、その日しか休みがないっていうね。じっくり休めないですよね。そこがほんますごいとこ。せめて日曜日も休みやったらまだね。帰ってその日だけしか休まれへんという。なかなかすごいとこですな。誰に行こう。18.2。そりゃ金くらいもらえんとどうしようもないやろ。それで安かったらもうやめてるでしょうね。金は安いわ、休みないわ、時間は長いわとかじゃね。まあ、そこが救いですよね。
The catcher, Manny.
Here's the first pitch. The 1-0.
さっき旧正月セール見たけど、これっていうのはなかったです。あれ、何や。入ってんかい。旧正月セールとか、サーくらいがだいぶ下がってきてましたね。もうちょっと待ったらもっとさらに安くなりますね。
So now to the plate, Tim Lopes. No balls and one strike. Hosmer trying to get there.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A ball and a strike now. A 1-1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or
まあ
not,
でも
but I
よう打
liked
ち
it.
ますね。
As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
The 2-2. Fouled off. Pina leads off
まあ
second
今
with
日のマ
nobody
ンシ
out.
ョンもエレベーターがないからほんまに
Still
荷物
hanging
の
with
上げ
it.
下ろ
Another
しが
good
大
swing
変
to
でし
keep
た
it
わね。
going.
まあ4階建てやからどないしようもないですけどね。
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as
ポ
it
リッ
holds
シャー
it
が
2
ま
and
た
2.
重たくてね。なかなか腰が痛なってきますね、あれはね。
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one.
うわ
And a full count as that misses. It's 3 and 2 now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well.
あ
He
れ
would
で
have
エレ
swung
ベー
at
ター
that
があれ
pitch.
ば言うこ
Sometimes
と
in
な
these
かった
long
んですけど、
epic at bats,
エレ
you
ベー
start
ター
to
が
get
ない
into
から
swing mode.
かなりきつかったですね。
The 3-2 one more time. Lifts it into the air to shallow center.
あーっと取った。あれ取ってないんかい。ワン
This
バンし
guy's
て
been
ましたか。
swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still
なん
manages
かまた
another
打たれ
base
て
hit.
ますな。
Don't overthink it when you're flowing like he is
ロー
right
プ
now.
で
He's
なん
hot
と
as a
かする
pistol.
んだ。
Everything's flowing.
まあ、サムさんぐらいのパワーがあればね、ポリッシャーでも問題ないでしょうけど。あの100何キロ平気で運ぶ人やからね。さすがに重たいっすわ、あれね。
Stepping in now, Luis Urias.
まだノ
Strike
ーアウ
one
ト
to
ってや
start the
ばいな。
at bat. Singled last time up. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the
がっ
umpire
つり5
signaling
時
for the
間か
infield
かり
fly
ましたね。
rule.
もうちょい早終わるから思ったけど、実際やったら結構かかりますね。
The pitcher. Ready.
まあやっぱ
Tyrone
よう見たら
Taylor will get
結
the
構
call
汚
to
れてる
pinch
から
hit
ね。
here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning.
まあせめて1年に1回ぐらいやった方がいいですよとは言ったけど、
He's set and the pitch.
あまりにも今までやってないからね。汚れが溜まって溜まって。あれは取るんが大変ですわ。
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
なんとか抑えてくれんと。うわ、際どいな。
I don't think he can
High
afford another
pinch
base
outside.
runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And the runner will score from second. The relay throw, and he's in there with a two-run triple. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least one run every inning, Crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently by the Rockies in 1999.
もう一つ中継ぎがピリッとしないですね。まだワンアウトなんですよね。で、また1番でしょ、これ。また点取られそう。うわー、中途半端。猫野郎が前脚で、前脚で、前足で。まだブチブチ言うてないっすか。そろそろブチブチ言うてもブチブチタイム入りそうですけど。ちょうど60分経ちましたね。ほんまに必ずなりますね、これね。ならんことないっすね。
And it's fouled away.
どっかしらで急になりだすから。
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Still even at 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Another try at 2-2. That's popped up.
粘る。
And no one will get this one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Brent Suter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
まだ大丈夫そうですね。
So here's the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to
ああ、
him.
またこの変わった投げ方。
Had him reach in that time. It's
変に
strike
お辞
one.
儀するパター
Hey,
ンで
this
すな。
pitcher better be careful right
ケ
here.
ツをこん
My
も
man
り
at
動
the
か
plate
し
is
て。
not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Behind 0-2 now. Vogelback trying to get there.
くねっと動かす。
Into the
くねっと
windup,
投
here
法で
comes
す
the
な。
0-2 pitch. Oh, they pulled the
Gotcha.
string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
なんじゃこれって
Now
球
to
で
the
すね。
plate here is Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1.
ああ、またボールだ。ボール振りまくってますな、これ。だいぶ助けまくってる。
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
おじゃ、
Hit in the air down the
これ
right
はいっ
field
たよ。
line. Garcia on
よっ
the
しゃ。
run. And now it'll kick
三
around in the
塁
corner.
はいける
He
か。
hit
あ、
the
いったい
corner
ったいった
and
いった
tries for
やばいやばいやば
third.
い。うわっと。
Throw won't get him. So that's his 3rd triple
さ
of
す が
the year.
足
Yeah,
速い
that's
で
not
す
a
ね。
ton, Matt, but he looked very capable there of picking up some more as the season goes on.
これでも1点取らんとね、これゼロやとやばいですね。
At the plate now, Eric Hosmer as he'll watch one miss down and in for
ああ、
a
でも
ball.
チェン
1-0.
ジが多いですな。チェンジカーブ。カーブも落としそう。ああ、
Can't sit back long enough and the count evens up at 1-1.
際どいな。
A ball and a strike to count to Hosmer. Lifted the other way to left
いける
center.
か。
Kane is after
1
it.
点は入るか。
He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Digging in now for San Diego, Trent Grisham. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Oh.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second.
もたつく間に
And
三
he's
塁
not
行くよっ
stopping.
しゃ。
He wants 3.
速い
And
足
he
や。
is into third with a 2-out
84
triple.
やけど、
And
かな
that's
り
his
速いで
second
すね。
triple this season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great
さあ、
hustle
ど
to
ん
pick
どん
up the
だん
three
と
bagger.
点差が離れてるから。
Into the box now, Jorge Ona, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
もう
You
1
have
点
to
欲
find
し
a
いで
way
す
to
な。
lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left
ボール
side.
臭い
1
な。
and 2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Got him.
ああ、ま
And
た振って
that's
ま
the
し
third time we've written a K next to
た。
his name in
80
this
点取
one.
って85点取ら
Friars
れなかっ
forced to settle for just
た。
the
ダメ
one.
だこりゃですね。
Heart of the
ヒッ
order,
トの
3,
数が
4,
す
and
ごいで
5
すね。
coming up.
14
Milwaukee
本打
leads
たれ
it
てる。
7-2. Bottom of the
まあ
sixth
やっ
inning
ぱ
now, and
首位
next
の
it'll
チ
be
ー
the
ムだけあって
outfielder
強いで
Christian
すな。
Yelich.
The left fielder,
First pitch on its way.
Yelich.
とにかくやったらヒットを打つからね。
The 1-0 home.
先頭バッターがよう
Hey,
打
you
つん
want
で
to
すよ
talk
ね。なん
about
か
being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go
よ
ahead
っ
and
し
challenge
ゃ
Reined in.
間に合った
And he
し
will
ゃ
whip this one over to first in time for
加
the
藤
out.
さん取りました
And
な。
with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League
まあ
West.
パドレスもまあ勝っとんすけど、それでもねドジャースが貯金が31あるっていうやばい状態です。どんだけ貯金取ってんねんっていう。
Digging in now for the Brewers, Daniel Vogelback, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Lifted down the line and left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he got him.
よっしゃ。
So here is Avisail Garcia in prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, batting .500, 4 for 8. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Lofted in the air
なん
out
と
toward
か
right
抑え
center.
た。やっ
He's
とまと
under
も
it,
に終わ
and
りま
that
した
ends
ね。
the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on top 7-2.
まだ大丈夫そうですね。
Justin Topa is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start
間
inning
も
number
なく
7.
70分になりそうです。また変えてきましたな。こっちも変えていかんと。
Will Myers is up
控
off
え
the
がほん
bench
ま
as
に
he'll
少ない。
pinch hit
3
here
人
to
しかお
start
らん
inning
から
number
やばいで
7.
すね。前4人おったような気がするんですけど、なんか1人減ってるような。
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. That average for him up in the 360s now.
シンカースライ
17 home
ダー。
runs and the RBI count at 35. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the
う
ground.
わ
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled away.
伝説のサム・ポッターの出
2-2
番。
one more time.
よっしゃ。
These are the kind of
歩かしてくれてもい
regardless
いん
of the
ですけど。
outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making
甘
that
い。
pitcher.
いったー。いただきました。これは甘かった。
Solo shot here off
ち
the
ょ
bat
うど
of
真ん
Will
中来ましたね。
Myers. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a 7-3 game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there.
北海道
We'll see if
ま
he
で
learns
歩
from that
きで
mistake.
すごいですな。
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box.
変えましょう。最後の控え。
Austin Nola will come on now as the pinch hitter.
あとピッチャーしか残ってないですからね。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
さあ、4点取れるのか。
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left a yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Sinker falls in there for a called strike, 2-1. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
当たりはいいけど真正面。
The second baseman, Gosuke.
Up next, Gosuke Kato.
さあ、
0 for
加
2
藤さ
from
ん。
him so far in this one. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
100マイル。高速シンカーですね。160キロのシンカー。すごいですね。めっちゃ速いシンカーですね。うわぁ。あー、チャーズ出た。
Next, here is Tommy Pham. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
よっしゃ。
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. And in steps Manny Machado. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's set. Here it comes. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Something's clearly out of sorts with his delivery right now. Just walked the guy, and that pitch wasn't even within sniffing distance of the zone. Really fighting himself right now.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Pham leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
さあ、今日当たってるジュニアさんですな。
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Do
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. And That's taken for a called strike
う
two.
わ
Two down, runners at first and second.
とこ投げてきますな。
Slider
slider.
whiffed on for strike three. A great
最
pitch
後は
to put an end to the inning.
あそこ投げられたら当たらんす
The
ね。
Padres get one in the inning, and it comes on the
見
solo
逃して
home
も入っ
run.
てるし。
Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh coming up. It's Austin Nola will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Matt Strom will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the seventh.
Matt Strong.
Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Manny
The
Pena.
catcher, Manny
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Pena.
Line to the right
Wow,
side,
mata
and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the
ほ
inning.
んまによう打
That
ちま
had
す
to be in
ね。
the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking
変
ball
わって
ambushes
そうそう
in
打
the
た
game
れるという。
anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
完全にもう向こうに流れてます
At the
ね。
plate, Tim Lopes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike
点は
one.
取るけど取られてまうって
Nobody
いう
out,
ね。
runner on first. Grounded up the first base
お
line.
っと
Oh, look at Hosmer.
投げんで投げんで
Takes it himself, and
危
he
ね
got him.
と投げそうになってた。ギリギリセーフ。
The batter,
あさすギリギ
Great
リアウト。
diving stop down there at first to get the out. If that ball
飛び
gets
つ
to the
いて
outfield,
セカン
the
ド行
whole
こうんだけ
complexion
ど
of this
間に
inning
合わんからやっぱり
drastically
ファー
changes.
スト。危な。投げ取ったら多分セーフでしょうね。
Standing in now, Luis Urias.
Ah,
He squares it up
mata
and
です
hits a bolt to left center.
Mata
And he
1点
won't
取られた。
get it as that's down for a base hit. And the runner
ほ
from
んま
second
よう
is
取
in
ら
to
れます
score.
ね。変わっても変わっても
the pitcher,
Keston
打
Hiura
たれ
will be
まくる
summoned
と
off
い
the
う。
bench here as he'll pinch
あ、
hit
日
with a
浦
runner
さ
at
んじゃないで
first
す
and
か。
one gone in the inning.
ケンストン。なかなか抑えれん
As a
です
look,
な。
now the pitch.
ああ、また打たれた。
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
打たれまくりですね。
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base
うん、
hit.
よいしょ。
now batting. The second baseman, Colton.
Next for Milwaukee, Colton Wong. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Lifted in the air to center
なん
field.
とかセンターフライでした。
Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Brewers lead it 8-3.
まだ大丈夫そうですね。もう80
Brad
分ですわ。
Boxberger has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off
つ
the
い
inning,
に
it'll
8
be
回まで
Eric
来ましたな。
Hosmer, and they could use a spark from him here.
Eric Hosmer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Count even now at 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
だいぶ遅れてましたね。
Very
いや
weakly on the
ボール
ground.
球。
Here's another 1-2.
おお、危ね。さあ、歩かしてくれてもいいんですけど。
skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it. He's got it one away.
単なるレフトフライで。
The center fielder, number
Now
2.
at the plate is Trent Grisham. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball one. One out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Jorge Ona. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking clear for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
1-0 count. Here it is.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 1-1 home.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
High in the air down the right field line. Into the stands. He got it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Ready now is Christian Yelich. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
結局5点差ですね。このまま取られるのか、抑えるのか。もういい加減ゼロでいってほしいんですけど。
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
まずは三振。
Next to hit, Daniel Vogelback. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Another one sent foul. 0-2, here it is. There's a shot out to right center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year. But you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Avisail Garcia stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Strike taken up in the zone. Vogelback, the runner at second with 1 away. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Pitch is popped up. Machado trying to get there, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. One out and a runner on second base. 2-2 is a changeup that misses
ケン
3
さん
and
も
2.
試合終わったみたいです
Manny
な。
Pena is on deck. Fastball
よし、入
strike
った。
3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger and there are 2
なん
away.
とか2アウト。
Next to dig in, Manny Pena singled in his last at bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his
Ah,
arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first
鈴
pitch
木
in
さん
this
も
at
どうも
bat.
来て
Probably
ない
should
み
be
たいで
ahead
す
of this
な。
hitter instead of
爆睡
behind.
してんちゃうん
The
すかね。
1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And it's up to a
Wow.
3-2 full count now.
さあ、
When you get
抑えれる
yourself to a
か。
3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really
あ
want
あ、
to
耐え
punish.
たか。
Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
よっし
And
ゃ。
8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they lead it by a count of 8-3.
珍しく
Eric
全然
Yardley comes on
ブチ
from
ブ
the
チ言う
pen,
てない
hoping
で
to
すね。
finish this one
も
off
う
here
1
in the
時間
top
半
of the
来るんで
ninth.
すけど。これまた珍しいな。
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Matt Strom.
The pitcher, Matt.
ああ、変えなあかん、
Time
変えなあ
asked
かん。
for and granted by the home plate umpire.
ああ、変えなあかんやけど、予備がおらんのか。ダメだこりゃ。控えがおらんかったんですわ。シンカー、カーブ、チェンジ。
First pitch of the AB
あ
now.
あ、またこの投げ方のピッチャー。これまた打ちにくい。
The 1-0 delivery. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike
ゆ
1.
るい球ですな。
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
うわ
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Austin
ちゃ怒
Nola
ってます
hit
け
it
ど。
hard but lined out in his first at bat. From the stretch. And he swings right over the
これは
top
打
of
ち
this one,
にく
nothing
い
in
な。
1. Down and away, ball 1. Two and 1.
That's where he wants that sinker to
うん
end up, but that was
つ
a
いに
nice
1時
job
間
of
半
laying
経
off.
過。
The 2-1 is swung on
Nah,
and missed for
puta.
strike number 2. And that misses there, so he runs to
Cuidado.
count full now. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag
追い込ま
himself
れ
for
た。
the out. Now at the plate, Gosuke Kato.
さあ、
And
加
he needs to
藤
make
さん。
something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it,
Nah,
and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. San Diego down to their final strike.
ボール。
And he'll check his swing
あ
here.
あ、スイング取られ
Did
た。
he go around?
終了。
Yes, and the ball game is over.
It's
残念。
always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
8-3 tonight. Milwaukee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Freddie Peralta wins his
珍
fourth
しく
game
全
out of the
然
bullpen
ブ
this
チ
year.
ブチ言うてない
Ryan
ですね。
Weathers couldn't escape the fourth
こん
inning
な
as
こともあ
he
るんです
slapped
ね。
with the loss. So
大
that's a
概な
wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa
アウ
and
ト。
Zach and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching
まあ、
MLB
よう
The
打ち
Show.
ます
For
な。
more, find us
さ
on
すが C
Twitter
だけの
at
チームで
MLB
す
The
ね。
Show.
まあこの相手にも勝てるようにならんと、なかなかね、やっぱり世界一は遠いですな。監督がな、監督。うわお。さあ、ちょっと、なんか食べましょうかね。飯がないからもう、おかずだけで。これで負けて、まあ貯金結構あるんですけどね。あるけど、ドジャースが貯金が多すぎですね、これね。31も貯金があるから、独走状態ですよね。こっちも、貯金が12あるんですか。